And India Today has accessed Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh's remand copy of the Enforcement Directorate. The ED has claimed Sanjay Singh is part of the Liquorgate conspiracy. The Enforcement Directorate believes that Sanjay Singh received liquor policy kickbacks from the beneficiaries. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has claimed in the Rouse Avenue ED court that Sanjay Singh received 2 crore rupees in installments. According to the Enforcement Directorate, Sanjay Singh, an accused turned approver, Dinesh Arora, had close ties. Of course, Sanjay Singh in court insisted that all the allegations against him were absolutely bogus. There wasn't an iota of evidence to back all the claims being made by the Enforcement Directorate. Now I want to cut across to India Today's Anisha Mathur joining us with the latest on this big story. Anisha, you've managed to get the ED remand copy. Bring us details of the ED remand copy.
Well, Gaurav, the ED's remand copy very clearly pointing out the evidence that has been given by the approver, Dinesh Arora, and other witnesses, including Sarvesh, who is a person who works allegedly with Sanjay Singh. Now, the ED, of course, has claimed that Dinesh Arora, in 2 tranches, has given 1 crore rupees through Sarvesh to Sanjay Singh, though that money was dropped off. It was handed over to Sarvesh Mishra at Sanjay Singh's place in North Avenue. Another incident that has been cited by the ED is that in March and April 2022, cash had been collected from Abhishek Boinpalli's office and sent to Dinesh Arora's office. And Dinesh Arora's testimony is what this entire allegation against Sanjay Singh really hinges on. He is also said that Sanjay Singh had assured to get changes in the liquor policy through Manish Sisodia in the existing excise policy. That's Vivek Tyagi, who's currently the parliamentary assistant to Sanjay Singh, was also involved in this transaction. So a lot of allegations are being made by the ED in this particular remand application. But 5 days custody has been given of Sanjay Singh to the Enforcement Directorate. At the same time, Sanjay Singh's lawyers saying that the only evidence is the statement of the approver, which is not enough evidence, that they did not need custody of Sanjay Singh to confront him with the electronic evidence. We're also being joined by Mr. Somnath Bharti, who's a party leader and a lawyer. So ED very clearly saying that there is evidence, there are witnesses to say that money was dropped off through a person who works with Sanjay Singh at Sanjay Singh's office, and there are CDRs, call detail records, etc. as well. How do you see this?
It's been 15 months. Has the investigation brought any recovery of a penny? Has they been able to find money trail? Has they been able to find any evidence of any kind? This case is such simple for your audience, I'm telling you. There are 4 people, let's say you catch them, and one of them you beat around. You, tear his eardrums, you break his tooth, you break his leg, you threaten his family and tell him that if you don't become approver, if you don't take their names, I'll put you indefinitely behind bar. And that was the reason when on 1st of August, under this agreement with the ED, he became the approver. On 14th August, he took the name of Sanjay Singh. But prior to that,
the ED is also saying that there are call detail records. One second.
8-9 times, 8-9 statements prior to the statement where Sanjay Singh's name was taken. There is not a whisper of Sanjay Singh's name. Rather, when Dinesh Arora was confronted, that has Sanjay Singh taken any money? They said, no, never.
But there is also, the ED is saying there were MOUs that were signed, there were meetings that were held. The ED remand application is very clear that the MOU, etc., was signed, the shares were, there were share transfers that took place. All of that points towards benefits being given to certain person and Mr. Sanjay Singh being involved in that transaction.
ED mentioned, apologized in the court today. Said, no, sir, it was not signed. This document is unsigned. This mentioning here, that's why they do these tricks, so that you get masala. No, ED apologized in the court today, and ED should be prosecuted on 340-195 for this.
ED has said that they're looking at the documentation.
ED said that this MOU so-called is unsigned. So can an unsigned document become an evidence? I'm a lawyer. This should have been thrown out of the court.
The ED has also said that there are digital and physical records that were seized in the last year, and 239 searches have taken place, including some of the associates of Mr. Sanjay Singh who've been questioned. And he
So
needs to be
ED
interrogated with regard to all of that.
ED remained mum today when they were asked. These statements you're mentioning, they date March 2023. Today is October 2023. Why the 7 months delay? So no answer. So ED was today embarrassed in the court. That is by the court.
Thank you very much.
Court gave only 5 days, they demanded 10 days.
Thank you very much. We just heard from Somnath Bharti about what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying about these allegations. Of course, on the 10th, we'll see what further investigation can the ED bring before the court. Back to you.
Anisha, that's very interesting. Somnath Bharti should say that there is no corroborative evidence. And the fact that this case has been on, as he brings out, for the past 15 months. Let me also bring Amit Bharadwaj into this conversation. Amit, the arrest of Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister or then Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, the fact that several others have been taken into custody and interrogated, has the ED been able to gather corroborative evidence apart from an accused having turned approver or the second accused or second witness, Sarvesh, his statement being taken? Again, are these under Section 164 of the CRPC admissible as evidence in a court of law? Amit?
Well, Gaurav, as you rightly mentioned that it's been months since this investigation is going on. You had raids happening at several places. 239 places were searched by the Enforcement Directorate in this particular case, as well as former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, was arrested. Now, Sanjay Singh has been arrested by the ED. Now, what we can clearly say that the morale of Aam Aadmi Party is certainly high right now because of what unfolded in Supreme Court, the kind of observations that have been made in Supreme Court today in regards to Manish Sisodia as to how, ED is yet to show that money trail, that evidence that money had exchanged hands and deeds to Mr. Sisodia, the proceeds of crime is there. So all that is ED has not been able to establish so far in the investigation, so far, in order to oppose Mr. Manish Sisodia's bail. And that is why Aam Aadmi Party is definitely on a higher spirit today, even though the fact remains that Sanjay Singh, MP of Aam Aadmi Party, key leader, key electoral, leader, strategist of Aam Aadmi Party, as well as key India bloc leader, he is in ED custody. The ED had definitely demanded 10 days of custody, and the Rouse Avenue Court has given 5 days of custody. So in that note as well, only 5 days granted to the Enforcement Directorate. Okay. I spoke to Sanjay Singh when he was leaving Rouse Avenue Court, Gaurav, and Sanjay Singh said that all allegations against him are bogus and that he is not afraid of the central government, of the Bharatiya Janata Party-led central government, or of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So clearly, as far as Mr. Singh is concerned, he remains fearless. On the other side, morale of Aam Aadmi Party
this is moving on two parallel tracks. There is one hearing that's happening in the Supreme Court of India, which is the bail plea of Manish Sisodia, and the other was this hearing that was taking place at the Rouse Avenue Court.